Hello everyone, so today I'm going to show you how I make my resin coasters. These are the alcohol inks that I'll be using: Royal Blue, Gold Rush, White and some berry juice. Everything that I'll be using today will be in the description below. So I've already mixed up equal parts of A and B and I mixed them for about 3 minutes. I don't worry about air bubbles because I know I can get them out later. So continue mixing until you think it's done and then you're ready to pour. Make sure you haven't got any fluff or any bits of dirt in the moulds. You can get around this by putting little bits of masking tape and pulling all the debris up with that, but I've already done that process. So I'm just going to pour in each side, making sure that I'm covering all of the mould. A little bit more there. I'm going to get my pipette now, just to make sure I can get into the little nooks and crannies, the little pointy bits. I seem to be getting it everywhere. That's no problem. Okay, on to the fun part. So I'm going to get my white alcohol ink and I'm going to drop a few drops in both sides. The white acts differently to most of the colours because it has more pigments in it to make it white, so it can drop right the way down to the bottom of the mould. With the other colours not so much because they're lighter, so I use the white to be able to push the colours right down and they make some really cool effects. So I'm going to try and just use some blue on one side and some berry juice on the other. And as you can see, as I put the berry juice and the royal blue on top of the white, it kind of acts with the alcohol ink and kind of dances in the resin, which I find really cool. So I'm going to continue that process by dropping the white and dropping the blue, dropping the white, dropping the berry juice. And just some more before I put my gold. Make sure you shake the gold. It's the same as the white. To be honest, I've not really used the gold before, so I don't really know how it's going to turn out, if it's going to drop the same as the white because it's got more pigments, or whether or not it's too heavy and it just settles as a big mushy gold blob. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to look. I've never used this mould before either, so that's really exciting. I've had this mould from the Silver Sword. All her details are down the bottom. She's also a Welsh girl too, which is cool. So I'm dropping some more ink. I'm nearly at the end of the process. It's looking kind of cool. Wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a lot of the gold to drop down. I'm not really sure how much gold to put in. So I'm going to drop some more white, see what happens. Whether or not it will affect the gold, I don't know. The resin might not even cure. I hope the gold doesn't affect the outcome. We'll see. I should have probably stopped at this point because I'm muddling up the colours, because I think I know I'm finished. It's really important to know when to stop. I don't seem to have grasped that yet. As you can see, I'm putting in more stuff. I've also put a little bit more resin into the mould as well, so that I can have some clear surfaces. Give it a bit of a swirl. Before I demould this, I am going to pour another little bit of resin on the top, because I have found that it cracks sometimes. The resin doesn't cure properly because there's too much alcohol in it, alcohol inks in them. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to flood it again one more time when it dries. Just a thin layer of clear. Also, I really like glitter, so at this point I think I'm going to get my glitter and sprinkle a little bit in. I'm dropping the glitter from quite high, so it kind of has a dramatic drop. I've dropped something, talking of drop, just dropped something in my resin, it's fine. Just take it out and drop some more glitter. And there's my awful hair in a bobble, because many times I've gone to bend down and I've had my whole bun in my mould full of resin. I'm going to flood it a little bit now so I can get that negative space and wispy colours. I'll be quite honest with you, I am kind of just winging it. Like I said, I've never used this gold before. I'm really excited to see how it's going to look, because it looks pretty cool. We'll find out in 24 hours. So I've put my heat wand on it to get all the air bubbles out, and now I'm just going to cover it and wait for 24 hours, and fingers crossed that it cures okay. I'm not sure if I've put too much stuff in it or what, so we'll see. I'll check in with you soon.